Alright guys, Doctor here, and before you ask, what the fuck, why you put up close quarters gameplay, Doctor? The thing is, I don't enjoy playing close quarters, and I explained why, but I think it will be a nice change to show you some close quarters footage. Now, as you can see, this is not me, this is Lolbot. I'm using aim assist like a boss here, and he's using a sniper rifle. So this video, this footage, is actually something very special. For three reasons. First of all, it is not me playing. I don't know, that probably doesn't matter for you anyway. He's using a sniper rifle. That is something I would also not do. He's using it aggressively. It's actually 4 points. He's using it aggressively. This is also something I would not do. And it's on close quarters, which is also something I wouldn't do. So this is just so much stuff that you would never see in my videos, and I hope you're gonna enjoy it. Now, Lolbot just got his PVR working. He's a good friend of mine, clanmate. I actually know him in real life. And he doesn't have any videos up so far that are interesting to watch, just some HD PVR tests, but just gonna say that he's got a channel, Lolbot15. Right now it's probably not worth subscribing to him, if I'm honest, because there is really no videos up that are made for entertainment. But as soon as he has something interesting going up for you guys, I will most likely give him a shout out. So, thank you Lolbot for the gameplay, and I think I'm just gonna get on topic right now. And today's topic is gonna be sniper rifles, my opinion on them, recon, how recon should be changed, all that good stuff. And I had to cut a moment of gameplay there because he was answering to a message, so let's just get going again. First of all, sniper rifles. Lolbot's using the JNG here with an ACOG, straight pull bolt I think, and a laser sight, which is probably a very good setup for a pretty aggressive recon, even though he's playing very defensive here, but you will see him rush in there quite a few times. Now, I don't use sniper rifles all that often, I have to admit. I have about 500 kills with the M98B, I think 200 with the M40 and 300 with the L96, and that is not a lot. I have about 6,000 LMG kills and well, maybe not 6,000, I think 4,000 LMG kills. I have with every other gun class, I have at least 3,000 kills, and with sniper rifles, of course bolt action sniper rifles, I have about 800, and it's really one of the gun classes I don't use a whole lot. And the reason is pretty simple. It goes down to consistency yet again. It is a very important thing for me, having consistency, and sniper rifles, especially bolt actions, prove to be very, very inconsistent. Even at close range you can get hits, but sometimes it will kill, sometimes it won't. At long range I feel like I'm having, hitbox problems and I can't hit people. And such stuff just makes them very, very unattractive for me. And sometimes I'm using a sniper rifle, I start off with a 15 kill streak. On other times I'm using a sniper rifle and I just, play 2 and 7 because I just can't get a kill with them. And that is mainly why I don't use sniper rifles. They don't seem effective enough, and I'm not one of those players who only uses the best guns in the game. And some of you might disagree here and calling me a retard using the AEK. I actually think the AEK requires a lot of skill to use though, but aside that, I'm not one of those people who likes to just run around with M16s and pre-patch FAMAS and USAS 12, if you remember those times. But at one point I have to say to myself, is it worth raging about how terrible this gun is just to get mastery tags? And with bolt action sniper rifles I really have that feeling a lot, and I really do not like using them, simply because it just causes me to get angry and stuff like that. So that is the main reason why I don't use sniper rifles myself, and that's the main reason why I asked Lolbot to get a video going, because he's actually fairly good at them. He can do very well helping us out as a recon on infantry maps, and he also plays recon correctly, and this is one of the important things that many people don't do. Dropping motion sensors at hotspots, placing spawn points at defensive positions, or if you're attacking, of course, at safe spawn points that are like on the outskirts of the map. That is something that recon can be really, really helpful with. But many people fail to actually do this correctly. And recon also does not yield a whole lot of points. I was playing with Lolbot, with him getting an outstanding amount of kills considering he was using a bolt action rifle. he played really well. He helped us out with motion sensors. He, you know, dropped us spawn points. He's an excellent recon, and still gets like 60% of the point me and Eka get because we're assault whoring. So I do think the points are not fair for recon, and I think especially motion sensor assists and spawn point spawns should be awarded with more points. Now I know that, you know, spawn on squad should still stay at 20 points, of course, but a motion sensor is something very, very important, and DICE should do something about people not placing it in correct positions, and giving more points for good motion sensor placement is always what I would say the best choice. Now, you of course can't have certain areas where you will get points for placing a motion sensor, but if you're playing with a semi-intelligent person, he will see if your motion sensor is at a good spot. And it's also for me the same with a squad. If I'm playing with some randoms and they play recon and drop motion sensors, I will only spawn at a motion sensor if it's at a decent spot that will actually help me out. And I think that it's quite a few people out there who do that, and for that reason I think spawn-baked spawn points should be awarded with spawn-baked spawns should be awarded with about 50 points. And that is simply because it's the only gadget Recon has to get more points. It still is nothing compared to the Assault's defibrillators. And to be honest, a well-placed spawn point can more often than not help a lot more than a Rambo revive, which still gives you, I think, 5 times the amount of points. So one of the things that I think they should change about Recon is the points that you get for motion sensor assists and a motion sensor spawn point spawns. I don't know why I'm feeling sort of talking today. Aside from that, I would also say that a T-UGs points buff, you know, motion sensor assist, also wouldn't be a bad thing. But that might be just my thinking. You get a whole lot of points if you place them at the right positions, but I think sometimes, considering how much you're a credit to your team by using them correctly, it might be fair to give you even more points. Have it like, you know, buff to 20 points or something like that. I don't know what exactly the amount is, but this will make Recon a lot more attractive for people to play. And I'm not talking about aggressive bolt action Recon. I'm talking just general Recon. If you're using a, you know, a bolt action or a personal defense weapon, or maybe even a shotgun, it doesn't matter. But the Recon class really is the weakest class. It still is, and I definitely think it should be changed. And there's also problems with the SOFLAM going on. It is a lot more consistent right now with the SOFLAM with getting the laser designator assists, but there's still one problem. And if I'm playing Recon on a bigger map and I'm locking on to a, you know, Jeep or something, and as soon as my friend fired a missile and I lock onto another target, I will not get the points for helping him out. So that's also one of the things that need to be changed. It's a small thing. Aside from that, I think the SOFLAM is perfect right now. And I guess that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and yeah, I'll see you in a few days again. Have a nice day.